Okay, let's get real for a second. Most of what we're tossing into our dogs' bowls, it's ultra processed. The kibble, the little jerky treats, those green dental bones, it's all fast food in a way. And hey, for millions of dogs, that works out totally fine. I'm not here to throw shade at anyone's routine. I mean, we're all busy, right? But I know a lot of you have been hitting me up lately asking, how do I actually do this? How do I feed less processed stuff without, going totally broke or losing my mind? Oof, I get it. I've been on every side of this. For years, I was that vet saying, just stick to the pro plan. It's fine. I trusted the big brands because that's what we were taught. Then, I went down the super holistic rabbit hole. I was that person telling everyone that kibble was toxic and vets were just shills for big corporations. I went 100% raw, 100% of the time, and man, I was loud about it. But then, I actually looked at the data. I talked to the real deal experts, and I realized I kind of had no idea what I was talking about. Oops. Now, in 2026, I see things a lot differently. No demonizing, no guilt trips. Just real, research-backed options for your senior pups. The treat situation and the hidden chemical load. So, let's start with treats. That's usually the gateway drug to better health. Most of us in the States are feeding Zooks for training or Milk Bones as that good boy biscuit. They're classic, but if you want to unprocess things, here's the deal. When we talk about ultra-processed for humans, we mean chips and soda. For dogs, it's these shelf-stable treats. If you look at the back of a standard biscuit bag, you'll see words like BHA, BHT, or propylene glycol. Ooh, yeah. Those are preservatives designed to keep that bag sitting in a warehouse for 3 years. But for a senior dog, their liver and kidneys are already working overtime. They don't need the extra chemical load. The swap, single ingredient, and the kitchen counter miracle. If you're at the store, look for single ingredient stuff. Freeze-dried chicken or beef esophagus. 1 ingredient. You know exactly what's going in. Ooh. But if you want to go fully homemade, it is so much easier than people think. I know. Who has the time? But listen, 2 cups of oat flour, just throw some oats in a blender, a pound of ground beef, and 2 eggs. That's it. Mix it, flatten it, and score it with a pizza cutter. Bake at 350 for 15 minutes. Then, this is the secret, drop that oven to 170 and just let them dry out for 5 to 10 hours. You get like 1,000 treats for $7. A bag of Zooks is what, 15? And you're getting way less protein. It's a no-brainer for the budget and the body. Dental health versus dental hazards. Next up, chews. Oh boy, the dental stuff. We see Greenies, Whimsies, Dental Life. They're everywhere. And honestly, they're processed as heck. They're made of starches and additives molded into a shape. But, and this is a big but, they have the VOHC seal. That's the Veterinary Oral Health Council. As a researcher, I gotta respect that. It means they actually did the work to prove they clean teeth. But if you want natural, a lot of people go for bully sticks. And yes, if you didn't know, those are dried bull penis. Now you know. Sorry. They last a long time. They scrape the teeth. They're great. But wait, oh no! Be careful with the seniors. Older teeth can be brittle. I've seen dogs crack a tooth on a bully stick, and that is a pricey vet visit you don't want. And please, be careful with poultry feet. I used to love them, but in 2026, The risk of salmonella or E. coli for a senior dog's immune system? It's just not worth it. Plus, when those tiny bones get cooked or dehydrated, they can splinter like glass. Not on my watch. The main bowl and the age research. All right, let's talk about the big one, the food. I currently feed my own dogs a mix, half kibble, half homemade. Ooh, I know, the horror. But that's the point. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. Kibble is formulated to be complete. Your dog can live a long, happy life on it. But research published recently has focused on something called AGS, Advanced Glycation End Products. These are toxic compounds that form when dog food is processed at extremely high heat. In our older dogs, high levels of AGS are linked to chronic inflammation, kidney issues, and, this is the scary one, cognitive decline. You know when your senior dog starts staring at the wall or getting lost in corners? That's often neuroinflammation. And ultra-processed food can fuel that fire. The 20% rule, your secret weapon. You don't have to cook every single meal. Research shows that replacing just 20% of the bowl with fresh, whole foods can significantly lower the inflammatory markers. It's like us eating a salad with our pizza. It counts. What do you add? Blueberries. These are brain berries. They are packed with antioxidants that cross the blood-brain barrier. Steamed broccoli. It has sulforaphane, which helps the liver detox those processed chemicals we talked about. Sardines, in water, no salt. The omega-3s in these are literal grease for stiff senior joints. The budget breakdown. Let's talk money because, oof, the fresh food industry in the US is getting expensive. If you have a 50-pound dog, high-quality kibble, about $99 a month. Premium holistic kibble, about $170. Commercial fresh food, like the farmer's dog, that's going to be $200 to $250 a month. That's a car payment for some people. But here's the kicker, balanced homemade food. If you use my calculator and prep it yourself, it's about $120 to $170. You are getting fresh food quality for kibble prices. It just takes a little time on a Sunday afternoon. Cognitive health and senior comfort. As our dogs get older, it's not just about the food, it's about the routine. I see so many senior dogs suffering from anxiety because they can't see or hear as well. I always tell my clients, don't move the furniture. To a blind senior dog, that coffee table is a mountain they didn't see coming. And when it comes to unprocessing their life, think about their environment too. Are you using heavy chemical cleaners on the floor where they sleep? Those fumes are right at nose level. Swapping to a simple vinegar and water solution is another unprocessed win for their lungs and skin. Look, at the end of the day, if your dog is eating a milk bone and a bowl of kibble and they're happy, that is totally fine. You're doing great. We all do the best we can with the information we have. But if you want to start unprocessing their life, start small. Start with the treats. It's easy, it's cheap, and I promise your dog will think you're a culinary genius. I've put together a complete senior longevity recipe and a tool to compare the real costs of these brands. It's all linked below. Seriously, go check it out. It takes the guesswork out of everything. I'm curious though, has anyone else noticed their senior dog getting a little picky lately? Or maybe they've started doing that senior stare at the wall. Let me know in the comments. We're all in this together. I'll catch you in the next one.